The kickoff team is out there, and you can feel the energy. One game to determine the national championship. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cephas. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down here for this offense. And the single back takes the handoff. In the clear at the 25. An effective play. Good for a first down at the 35.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
And in first down, they go right back to him. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
The gain makes it second and medium. Looks right for a quick completion. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
You call it quick out on third down. I think that tells you the confidence you have in the quarterback to be able to make that throw. And on top of that, a little surprised the defense would give that kind of cushion to be able to give him room to pick up that first down.
Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Anytime a quarterback and a receiver are in sync, you've got a chance to make a very successful play. Great job here by the offense.
Finds that big tight end for a short pass. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Chris, it's a great gain, but I'm always so impressed with the offensive line because they sell this as much as anything. The quarterback's making the read, trying to figure out if the defense is committed to the run or the pass, and then he's going to go the other direction. He makes the right throw here out to the flat to the right. But
makes the catch inside the 10-yard line. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. In a national championship game, you can't do a better job than setting the tone immediately.
Look, it's the biggest game of the year, so you got to bring your best. An opening drive, the offense right there just did that. That's how you get this thing started.
Point after, up and good. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. Bringing it out, it's Johnson. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Look at this, taking a shot on the very first play. And is intercepted. Brought down after a short return, but the interception gives the offense the football at the 40.
Sometimes that primetime game, the whole nation is watching, brings out some extra energy, some nerves. Maybe the quarterback is feeling that a little bit. I did not expect him to throw a pick, especially on the opening drive.
And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver. Here's the second down play. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on first down. The pass is intercepted. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, just a drive killer right there, Chris. And he didn't seem to throw that ball with much confidence. Just put it up for grabs, and the defense comes down with it.
Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. See if this quarterback can bounce back. The last possession, a pick on the very first play. Quick throw to his receiver. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave the...
Intercepted, picked off by the defense. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Chris, that is back-to-back drives right now for this quarterback and this offense. Nothing seems to be going right. The defense is doing a good job at confusing the quarterback, who's obviously throwing the ball into coverage. They've got to make some...
Looking to make a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown. Tie.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his second touchdown reception in this football game.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Fields it just outside the goal line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Longhorns offense takes the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
You know, in the RPO game, the quarterback's got to make really sound decisions on that read. Either give it when it's the right time or you pull it out and make the throw. Here, I think he's kind of in that gray area, decides to hand it off and at least picked up some positive yards.
Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
He's moving out of the pocket now. He lets it go on the move. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender who throws the interception.
Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. From the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
There's nothing more that helps an offense than committing to that running game and popping an explosive run like this on the ground. Keeps the confidence of your offensive lineup. Same with your back. It helps everything else that you're doing as an offense in your rhythm. Now you can come back with some counters, try to take some shots off of play action, and keep hammering away with that run game.
The Tide offense line up here on 1st and goal. In the red area, it's Sanders. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Coming up, 2nd down and goal. Makes a quick catch. And the defense able to bring him down to wrap up the first quarter of play. An exciting start to the quarter here as the offense facing a 3rd and goal. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Bama.
But when you have a big physical offensive line, you can wait to 3rd and goal and rely on them and the running back to get you a touchdown.
Now they line up to kick the extra point. Tack on the PAT, and it's 21-0. Getting set to kick the ball off now. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. And he's brought down at the 12. That's poor field position to start the drive. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. Takes the handoff again. And tackled after a small pickup there.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Throws to the tight end. Oh, and he cannot hold on. A chance at a 4th interception by this defense here today. Does bring up 4th down.
And I think the quarterback here forces the ball because it's 3rd down. But he's got to be careful having the ball on his own side of the field. That ball was almost picked off.
That's a bullet pass to the left side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, it's a blown opportunity here for this defense. They get the offense all the way to 4th down and long. They got to get pressure. They got to get this offense off the field, make them pay for this aggressive decision to go for it. And instead, they give up the 1st down. This could cost them.
So the challenge doesn't work. That'll cost the head coach a timeout. We'll see if that comes into play later in the ballgame. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. On the run here, taking a deep shot. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight. And he's got some open field ahead. Finally steps out of bounds after a long return. What a play by the defense.
Chris, he's trying to find something. Nothing is there. Everything is covered downfield. He's rolling to his right. Eyes are downfield. But the one thing he doesn't see is that defender who steps in front of that to make that interception.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Dropping back. It's Milroe. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. That's a potential game changer, the pick and the big return.
Wow, what a play by this defense to come up with the interception and a big return. They almost take it to the house, but you got to give the quarterback some credit. Yeah, he threw a pick, but he didn't give up on the play and hang his head. Instead, he makes the tackle to prevent the defense from scoring.
It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Throw to the running back in the flat. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle is finally made, but an explosive gain. They'll move it down to the 23-yard line. The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground here. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up the back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
The Longhorns begin a new series here, 1st and 10. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. Brought down at the 7, but the completion moves him into scoring position. So here we go. 3rd down. Defense needs a stop here, trying to force a field goal attempt. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Texas. And they'll set up with the PAT. PAT is good, makes the score 21-7. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Bringing it out, it's Cephas. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. He grabs it inside the 20. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the extra point makes it a 28-7 game. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Longhorns offense takes the field. They're in a hole here before they have a chance to regroup at halftime. Let's see if they can cut into this big lead. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Oh, and he doesn't hang on. Looks like it was deflected before it got to him. It'll bring up 2nd down. The Longhorns will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Back to throw. It's Milroe. Looking right. This one caught. 6-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 4.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Rifles this football to the left. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they finally make the stop, but a huge gain. Moves the ball into enemy territory, down at the 49. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Oh, the quick throw falls incomplete. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. He makes the grab. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Longhorns are in the red zone. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And looking to throw now on first down. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. What a weapon for this offense. A quarterback who can flash the speed and finish a touchdown drive just like that.
How about being the defensive coordinator? You've got everything covered. You make the right call. And all of a sudden, this guy is so athletic and so gifted with his ability to improv, you can't contain him. You better come up with another scheme. You better put 2 or 3 defenders on this quarterback.
Bringing it out, it's Cephas. That's strong coverage, though. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. Quarterback on the move, trying to make... Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. One more play before they head to the locker room. First down, looking to throw the football. And they heave it deep downfield. Wow, a 3rd pick tonight by the QB. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Chris, that's his 3rd interception in this game alone. If he's going to stay in this game, he's got to do a better job of protecting the football.
So not much time left before halftime as they begin this possession here. Can they make something happen? And he'll be brought down, and that will wrap up the first half of play. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looking for the wide out. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, they come close to hitting a big one here to start this second half of the national championship. And even though they missed that, I think it gives you an idea they're going to open up this playbook. You might as well leave it all on the table when you're playing for all the marbles.
Dropping back, it's Milroe. Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
Well, they're making this offensive line really think and communicate. Bringing different blitzes. This time the outside linebacker gets to the quarterback and comes up with a big sack for the D.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Breaks into the clear right down the middle. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Texas. And the comeback is on. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the 3rd quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. And you can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Now they get set to kick it away. Bringing it out, it's Cephas. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quick throw to the left. What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
The DB's backing off from the line now. Second down, we're going to throw it. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. It's third down for the offense. Looking to throw. It's Milroe. Another pick. Wow, that's the fourth tonight. Can he take it all the way? And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Longhorns. It's a takeaway and a touchdown, and this game is suddenly tied. What a moment in this championship game.
Yeah, just a sensational play by this defense right here. Their fingerprints are all over that, and you can see it. They weren't content with just getting a stop or getting a turnover. They wanted to score, and they did.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cephas. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick six last time out here. Catch made on the right side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Single back, takes the handoff. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
You know, all week, the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
And that's interception number 5. When will this QB get the hook? Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Texas.
Chris, that second-tier defender, the linebacker, sometimes can get lost in coverage. I don't know if the quarterback saw him. Quarterback threw it right to him, comes up with the interception, and then he has the speed to take it all the way to the house.
And the point after is good. Kickoff team's on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Bringing it out. It's Cephas. And they stop him short of the 25 there. Offense begins at the 22. Comes the Alabama offense onto the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick six in the last possession. That's caught. It's Cooper. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes this defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield, but it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Quick spin on the run. Brought down, but broken tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Scanning the field, it's Milroe. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Has no one to throw to there on 3rd down, and now it's a 4th down coming up.
Man, the quarterback here just threw this football away on 3rd and short. I'm starting to wonder about this running game right now. If on 3rd and short you decide to throw for it, maybe they're looking to give the defense a new look or maybe keep them guessing. Let's see what they do here on 4th down.
That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
Chris, I like the call here going for it on 4th down, but the receiver has got to do a better job of knowing exactly where that first down marker is and run that route a yard or two beyond the sticks to be able to give yourself a chance to pick up the first down. Instead, the defense comes up with a stop and they get the ball back.
The pass ball is incomplete. He tried to extend the play, but nobody open.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. Off play action, he's looking to throw. They bring the heat and get him behind the line. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Looking to make a play deep downfield. And that is interception number 5 as the nightmare performance continues. Oh, the football comes out.
Chris, have you ever seen a play where you have 2 turnovers on one play? Great job with the interception. The defense has the ball, only to try to make too much happen. The ball's on the ground, and then the offense gets the ball back. 1st and 10. Woo. Catch your breath after that.
Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. To throw, it's Milroe. Lofting it toward the left sideline. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Lets it fly to the wideout. And it's complete downfield. He's tackled immediately, but not before a gain that moves the ball to the 25.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But
and he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver Kirk perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
And he knocks the PAT right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cephas. He'll be tackled at the 21. That's good work by the coverage team. This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go. Grab down the middle. It's Sanders. And they're finally able to bring him down. A big gain to wrap up the third quarter. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Looking to pass, it's Milroe. Oh, a nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Well, this is just an outstanding job by this defender being in phase against this receiver and being able to tip that ball away. He actually tips it up into the air. The offense catches a break that ball's not intercepted.
Yet another interception. The disastrous performance continues. Not much on the return, but